Good evening, friends. Welcome to Totally Boring Dullness, or whatever it is. Workers' Resources, Always Republic, and a bit of Holba Chirac or something. It's Czech, I believe, or slow. No, Czech, I think. Yes, it says Czech peer right where you put your mouth. Yes, peers. Now, very short time here, you see, everything is there. It starts to go to hell. And this, if things worked out here now, this is about, yes, that is exactly where we are. Look at this, that's amazing. And let's get, thank you so much. And we'll also remember these things as sure. Right, what has happened? We saw the population took a really heavy tumble there. We could be moving this year. Yes, you know, it still doesn't really register, but we have lost a lot of people. We actually, yes, I couldn't resist peeking. I know which town it is. I have only checked here, yes, on the population statistics, and we can see, if one looks close enough, one can find Alvaret and Polochevo are doing rather terribly. And this should be like a 4,000 or 5,000 people town. And without looking now, yes, I'm looking away, I bet that it is an ambulance stuck in front of the hospital and that it is snowplows are involved somehow. No? Well, we can't blame it on that. What's going on then? Why so sad here? No food? Okay. Well, then there is some other traffic incident somewhere. Yes. Ja. Så att you know, and you know, I may have been looking at the wrong hospital, but the thing that I predicted was still correct. That wasn't it. That one was it. Yes, this is obviously a hospital which should lose its ambulance privileges, SSS, because it's okay. And I'm sure there are plenty of other hospitals out there that could have use for such a thing. Now, will you be able to? Oh, you gotten yourself tangled up here too. Oh, there's an ambulance here as well. It wants to get fuel. Is there? Oh, at least, yes, electricity is on. We have plenty of fuel. If you just could, there you go. You went for it. Yes, you're going for it. You're going for it. You're going for it. The snowplow, that is that one. Yes, taking a right there now. Yes, that got it. Yeah, that's how it goes. Yes, I figured since what I set out for ultimately here from the beginning somehow. Yes, that bus, by the way, the white bus, the white one by the gas station that is parked there for some reason has been so for quite some time. Anyway, was to have this you know, run on its own. I've said this many times before. Yes, for those who doesn't know, I'm sorry for repeating. And just have it go. But it's yes, due to things like these, for example. Yes, it won't really be possible. And of course, I do not only blame the game. And what sort of goal is that anyway? I don't know. It's something. Have it run perpetually on its own. As its own self-sustaining little thing here, because if I'm not around, these will be naught, you see? Nothing was imported or exported here last year. What did we do? 6 tons of nuclear waste. Does that, by the way, since we reprocess nuclear waste nowadays, does that, you think, reduce that? Maybe. It could. It could. I'm not sure. Anywho, that's crops is. I'm betting that this place is more or less full. No, it's actually not. But anyway, that ambulance then, that was the cause of the death of, not complete death. I mean, there are still, yes, there are about half filled here, but I don't think that there are many babies. No, you see, it's very sad. There are no adult children, there are very few children, there are very few babies. Yes. They have regrettably died here. Due to that ambulance, not really, and they have soon emptied out this gas station. What the hell? Why is everyone wanting to fill up here? It's is that because of the traffic jam, or because there isn't, another good gas station available for a while? There is one in here somewhere in this mess. It's a bit difficult to find, but yes, there it is, and that seems pretty good to me. Yeah, so this I think is an effect of the traffic jam. There is still plenty of traffic to go before you're done here. Yes, and until you are done here, they will get no food down in Alvaret, I don't think. And now you're out of fuel here. Can't be good. I hope that we have tankers coming here. Yes, we do. But you have not even made it to fill up here. What the hell? Be a bit more on your toes, please. If you wouldn't mind. Or is this set to like 30% or something? No. It is not. And there it's out. Yeah. I'm sorry, but it's out. Have we gotten food? Yes, we have gotten food into the shop. Great. No electronics, no, but food and clothing. Yes. How are you doing here? Not happy. Extremely hungry. I'm very surprised to see that they have stayed this long, considering where we are. This hasn't changed itself. No. See, unsatisfied citizen reaction hard. Great, hard indeed. Considering the level of food here, they have been quite persistent. I think that we happened to catch them right in between the bud, We lost about half population of both towns. It is very unfortunate. It is. We'll be back on our feet here within they go quite quickly here, the cycles, within a year or two. And then we'll see what it is next time. And what else may have been broken here in the meantime. Because that is obviously not good, and that would be two cities, 2 towns But we're really low on food for quite some time. And why are you low on meat as well? Because you're not working here to... Yes, you're working here to a great extent. You're not working here to enough of an extent, though. Here? No, not here neither. It's not good. This is the heart of the food industry, you know. Yes. Yes, it is. Western food train, how are you doing? Okay, you're heading for the artisan they have. Yes, okay. It's sort of alright for a while if everything runs like clockwork here on the railroad and everything. Which it seems to have done for quite some time. You know, it's in the extremely quickened time period there in the start. We saw the yes, you're not supposed to have ambulances needed. We saw what we were going to say. Yeah, this is the problem, you know. It's full. That one too. Okay, we have 2 hospitals that needs to be rid of. You have plenty of patients. Yes, and since you have had so much patience and stayed around, even though are you going to be fed up if you don't get to see the doctor today? Are we going to lose you, Katarina? We might. I'm going to try and get the most out of get people in here for your sake. Oh, yes, you got to visit the doctor. I really hope that you really need to get to the shop and get some food. We can skip work tomorrow. It's completely fine. Great time. And you're listening to the radio, you don't even have a television. I feel sorry for you a little bit here, but yes, you do a work shift and you have a child. Has it retallied? It's the same numbers. Yes. Apparently she is feeling good enough to work. Well, pardon me. She certainly has to be commended for that. That's a very good spirit during the circumstances. Absolutely no % food. Still 26% happiness and 44% health. How do you manage? 99% sports. Okay, you're one of those people. You're one of those who sport regularly. I understand. Now we don't have a queue. Very good. We can cut back a bit on the personnel here again. Something more appropriate. Something like that, maybe. There's supposed to be a little bit of a queue, don't you think? Not in a time like this, though. No. Because these people who are... I mean, they are starving, and they have stuck by here. And I think it is these two things, is sports and culture at 100%, as both keeps their happiness at such a level that the doctors visit every now and then. Yes, you neither have a television. You know, imagine if you had a television. You do. You're even happier. Look at you. Look at this, 53%. Yes, you need to go to the doctor, but you will be able to get food any day now. Yeah, Katarina, have you gotten to get food yet? No. You just got enough work. I see. You're currently at home. Yes, you're getting ready to do the errands here. 4.1 kilograms of food. And you need to swing by the doctors too. I understand. I think that we should be able to provide for you. Actually. Let's see here. Rise of metallurgy. Yes, there is, I think, actually I have a little bit of a slight, one of these autumn colds, one of the autumn sniffles. Yes, one of those. And there rarely is an autumn where you don't have them. At least I don't have them. So, how did you yes, you're getting food? Excellent. And the shopping center. Fantastic. This should. And now I suppose you're home eating. No? You're walking to hospital, I see. Yes, you need to visit doctor too. That's right. Take some time should we follow? Visit doctor. Yes, she got in immediately. Fantastic. What good. Her lifespan is just 50 and she's 31, has one child. The health of the child. Yes, she has managed to keep her child a little bit more fed than herself. Very good work. She's a hero of the nation, really. She's at home now and listening to the radio, eating, I would suppose. Where did she work again? I forget. We'll see where she works today. Shopping center she's going to work at. 4% food, happiness. Yes, that got Luke's lifespan. He went to 60. Yes. I wonder if the heading for the border has stopped. It might have slowed down a bit. Yes, it is amazing. Due to the sports and the culture, we were resilient against a famine, and quite a famine at that fact. Yes, I wonder how long this has been going on for. Why can I not drag and drop with the right mouse thing here? Something is wrong with the Soviet simulator. There it goes. Okay. You were saying. Again, I forget. Cheers. Should we do glory of the Soviet Union here, maybe? Or yes. You're going to get... Why do you need more electronics? You have a radio and you have a television. You want to get a computer, is it? Wonder what they're up to with their computers here in the year 2081. Yes, 2081 is the year on the calendar. On I have the official calendar here. That is the canonical calendar. But yes, you're watching television. That kept you 50% happy through these hardships without food. And then, pardon me, there's an unoptimal solution here that I shall try and optimize slightly. I think there, and if we also remember to I have remembered to. I'm really sorry about this. There we go. But that explains a whole lot of things. Why it felt quite off, indeed. Yes, that is a whole lot better. As you see, the wire for the thing that I'm using here to capture the sound of my voice. It was for some reason looped around the left ear, causing all sorts of disturbances. But this, you will have people waiting outside the shop. You are so hungry. But you'll be fine now. You will. we caught it just in the nick of time. So, to get back to where we started with the perpetual thing. Yes, I figured to do that is to leave it running and then do something like that and see what breaks. And to fix this, we're going to need to get rid of these ambulances. And I think there might be hospitals out here. Here, for example, is one that should be relatively secure. Although not too many. Is two more safe, you think? Don't know. But then on the other side of town we have, as here we have what is supposed to be the walk-in hospital, but we have a surplus of ambulances, it would seem. Yes, it's because you're trying to re-strategize a bit regarding them. It's full. That's a dangerous place to have a full one of those. Yes. Right. Hospital. Well, you can't simply say that they are banned from having ambulances neither, because well, not unless we build a different hospital for them. Right. You have one of those. It's here. Its ambulances are not being used at all. For whatever reason. Yes, but that should mean we could take, if we take this out of here, and handy enough, we have a road vehicle depot area here. Where we can put them and forget about them and then be frustrated about why I don't have any ambulances, need to build ambulances, don't have any place to store finished vehicle, need to get place to store finished vehicle. Speaking of which, place to store finished vehicle. Yes, this, I don't know, I think they have been standing still here for quite some time. Indeed. Should we get rid of like a lot of stuff here? We should take care of some things, such as the fire engines and a few of these open hulls. We will take one of the runs of one of the run of these 1, 2, 4s. But that's it really. One more open hull. Sure, one more open hull. Do we have anywhere to put these? Well, open hulls, yes, we do. So just this one. And this one. And this one. How many do you need? No, fire trucks definitely need those. We'll put them down here. And I just feel like getting rid of basically the whole inventory. Yes. And that's what I think that we're going to do. And not in a silly fashion with the too long a train. We're going to do it with many trains instead. Yes, that's what we're going to do. And in order to do that, we need locomotives and open wagons. Right? What are you doing here then? Yes, we can start with doing a line. Create new line. As it might get exciting if we put many trains on here, actually. Because we have these things and there's really not a place to queue. You're not supposed to be having more than one train on this. But we're at least 2. We should be able to manage 3. 3 is dangerous. We have so many of these too. Yeah, should we do custom ones? Sure, why not? Why not do it, properly? If something is worth doing, it's worth doing properly, isn't it? Isn't it so? Where is it? Where is what? The thing? The train depots is what I'm referring to. Yes, there we have a locomotive, nothing too exciting in there. We have one open wagon. It is not of much use. Here we do have quite... Oh, we have... Look at these brand new GP40s. And one of these... Yes, I think that's could plenty well be our vehicle disposal. Yes. Because there's just so many of them, and a little bit overwhelmed. So we're getting rid of them. But where did we put out here? As an open wagons, was it the top one? No, that's covered wagons. Here is open wagons, where we already have, regrettably, quite a few locomotives. But we can put how many more in, you think? All 3 of them? Yes? Okay. Oh yeah, how very good. Yes, and you are going to get lines now, all of you. I think it's possible to do... maybe. Not lines, but yes, you're going to get tasks. The first one here, if we start by the factory. Yes. And the idea is to send at least only one train into one of these places at once. And here, I mean, this is really lazy. You don't even have a semaphore on here. You're going to need that. At least try. If the train happens to be short enough to fit, then we can at least utilize the infrastructure that we have to the fullest of its capacity. And here it is sanely signaled up. Yes, this is quite something to if one were to deconstruct something, isn't it? This section of the railroad with the rail yard, the depots, and all these spaces for vehicles, of which quite many at this point actually are hooked up to the railroad. Yeah, it's not bad, is it? Excuse me for a minute here. Yes, there we are. Pardon me. Please, I beg your pardon. We start out by the factory and work our way out, I think. Yes. So you can go... I mean, if you go in here, you can empty out the factory and these storages. Yes. So... why aren't you... heading for depot workplace, open wagons, indeed. Why aren't the other ones? You can't send them all at once. You know this. You know how the railroad works. Somewhat. Yes, then you know that you can't do that. Okay, we'll try again. I'm sorry. That's the wrong one. That's the one. And now we make sure this is moving, which it seems to be doing. We could go. No, we can't go and have a look at it. We need to click this first. And now you got going. Fantastic. Then we can go and have a look at you. You should be chased by a class 55 Delta. Where is that one? Oh, that might have been standing at the scene. No, why fuel up whilst you have the chance there? It's not like you're going to figure it out in just a little moment that I need to refuel. And then you're going to do it in a silly fashion, instead of a sane fashion, which would have been here on your way out. As I suppose that is the drawback of using diesel rather than electric railroad. But a great advantage of using diesel rather than electric is that it looks much better without the power, the things. Cartane, I don't dare stray into that. I don't know if the term is correct or if that means something else. And these things are important, with railroad. Yes, it's very important that we get those right, as right as we can. Anyway, I prefer the look of just, the bare railroad. And then also it is, when you get to the point where you have 60, 70, 80 trains going, when they want to accelerate, that's quite a current draw on your electrical grid there. Quite, and it's if your electricity goes out, all of your rail, this is obvious of course, but all of your rail-based logistics immediately cease. Yes, they will cease pretty soon anyway, because trains won't be able to refuel and so on. But it will be going for it has a chance to be going for quite some time anyway. We're taking a left here, we're taking this route, of course we are. This is a lovely route. And here I would hope that you do the same thing and do a refuel here whilst on your way. No, they don't do that whilst traveling between depots, I suppose. Yes, this is an example where the level crossing works fine, when we're passing it quickly in a very short train. By the way. Yes, in the side, it's pretty nice. Yes, I like that we can get in really close. It's not completely worked out yet, but it's pretty close. Yes, and these have quite a nice engine sound when we're going uphill and such. I wish the boats would do some humming and things. It feels a bit cheap that actually, when you click them and they have a car horn, whoop, and nothing else. They don't feel alive, and they still don't have the weight to them, really, do they? But there was some hint. There was some hint about sound effects being worked on by, I quote, quite a few people, or not quote, paraphrasing, or at least a few people, some people, a number of more than one person, we can ascertain, is working on the sound effects, working on improving sound effects. Yeah, there we go. It's lovely here. Yes, I was thinking if one should set up a unofficial wiki of all the things that are broken in this game, and as far as we know, gonna remain broken, such as disappearing power lines and what should we call it? Yes, disappearing power lines and the semaphores, the rail semaphores, and ambulances and hospitals. Yes, these are bugs. These are not suggestions on changes to gameplay or anything, game mechanics or anything of the sorts. These are simply malfunctions, simply. Now I understand that they may well be very difficult to fix, but still, they are bugs. So we're apparently out on double track again. Where are we? We have... Okay. Yes, we're here by this storage area. And over there is Ringhalsad. No. Yes, that's where he built the thing. It ought to have done and left, but it may not be allowed to, but it's going to do something here. Yes. Oh, and there it decided to sound from... It's a weird one, that one. I don't know what sort of route you're taking. It doesn't use a whole lot of fuel when it's unloaded. That's pretty cool. I think that it uses a whole lot more fuel when it is when it has a very long train behind it. Yes. Okay, you we did not assign any tasks. Okay, you're already here. And so are you. Fantastic. We usually get open wagons. It should be possible, maybe, to send all of these out on the railroad at the same time, since it is all signaled up here and everything. And maybe I should, if I remember, and if I can keep the focus, I shall try and remember to explain what is going on, signaling wise and so on, because it is quite a complicated thing that we got going on here, and the trains are going to want to go for refuels. I think I would assume so. Do we want to use steam? I don't know which one's the best. Doesn't really matter. Yes, it does. Can we get one? No. Yes, we can. This is a long train depot. You can get this long, almost. Those is 22, 23 wagons that you could get on these here. But not that you'd want to, but you can. If you have built your railroad accordingly, which you haven't, guaranteed. That you have not. Almost. Maybe you have. I'd like to see that if you have. Well, with the addition of no, it doesn't count if it's only electrical and they don't have the problem of refueling. Because then we could have them going all the way, or every which way. You know, could electrify. Yes, or you could get on with this. Yes, we could do that too. The bilexport, a lot. for those export it. That's number one. You went there, that will do like that place and the factory, and then no, we'll do that later. So you will do this place, that will also do that place and the factory. Yes, this will get them going, I think. Then we have even more fire engines, which should of course be taken care of here and safely placed somewhere. And wait a minute here now. Yes, I was thinking of sending these directly to the western border. That is not what is happening. We are sending them to the harbor, of course. Yes, we are. Of course we are. Don't be silly. Anything else would be madness. We have built all that stuff and the ships and everything. Okay, so is that? But or do you do? Is this the same thing? No. So that's them. Right. Let's think about this. That's all of those places directly around the factory covered. Yes. You are for those export to, I suppose. And for some reason you're number 3. Yes. Not wanting to lose this. Do that. Yes, and remember to put some more music on that. There you go. Then, goddamn it. Can easily be sold though. We'll do this and then do this thing here. That will teleport us right where we need to be. And this will teleport us back to where we were. I maybe should not be doing this sort of thing, you know. Don't know at all. We can keep that around just in case. Yes, go here. We have snowplows in there. Yes, we can build new snowplows. I'm just tired of having all of these things around. We have tractors, and yes, but we have tractors at the farms too. Yes, we will sell some eastern vehicles to the west, which is really not the best economical decision that you can make. Now, also make sure here that you actually do what we want you to do, which is load. Wait, yes, we want you actually to wait in all of these places, maybe. Not. It's always, it depends on if they clear the signal or not. If they clear the signal, then definitely wait. If not, then definitely don't wait. Right. So you went there, did you not? As your third stop. Then does anyone go here? No. Then that can be your thing. Did we do the right thing? Yes, pretty much. And then you... yes, there's lots of these things here. That basically only has snowplows in it. Yes, we'll maybe leave that one alone. And we'll take this one. Okay. Now then, all of you, again, is come on then, thank you. all of you are going to go up here to the harbor area, you know, where we're going to try. Oh, this ship is parked here, right? Or you finished? We missed it. That is regrettable, but it's what we're going to do. You know, this is the Stora Fraktan. That's a bit male-ish name-wise, but no. You stop there and load. Wait until loaded, and then go there, and we'll see what we get on there, and also go. Should we see it sail away here? Why do you keep this open? Don't know. It's pretty magnificent, I'd say. I wonder if we get to see the vehicles. I don't think so. No, we don't get to see the vehicles. This needs container. I hope that we can put vehicles on this. It can load vehicles on flatbed, it says. So it ought to work, I would hope. We'll see. We'll be able to put something on it. Right, and you can go stand over here. And Lisa is about ready to head out for another great delivery of bitumen. Now, we could either put stuff in here or we could drive here directly. And we could alternate and so on, but I think we'll go here directly. Unload, wait until unload. Yes. And we're going to try and launch all of these at the same time here. Yes. That is correct. All of you, we go and have a look. First of all, you're empty on fuel, but luckily enough, we have built a very handy fueling thing out of here. Let's see what we can get rid of. This we cannot get rid of because these are what we're going to be launching. This we can put down here or something. Yes. Trains are in here. Trains are going to go out here. You see, all of these. There are plenty of rails here. Every here, you know, there's a block. It allows a train to be in here. It will turn red if there's a train in here. If there's a train on the other side of this, all of these will turn red whilst it is in here until it has gone past one of these release signals. Yes, when the train goes out and passes these, then they will go green again. But in this case, the trains will take this route. Which may not be optimum. It might be something to ponder if these should be change signals. We shall see what happens. It can only be ending catastrophe after all. What's the worst that could happen? Is that we get a little bit of a train thing to unpick. And that's the wrong depot, I believe. That's the correct depot. Yes, that's the shame depot down there. That's not where we want to be. Here we have them. You go. Go. Cannot launch. No free. Yes, there is free available track. You have 3 exits here, and it is free. Okay, then we can't launch them all at once, I suppose. What about you? Do you want to go out another direction? No. or on another. This will have to do. Now we have to wait to shunt the other train out here until. Why did you get the red? Yes, now we can send the last one out here. And yes, unfortunately this will not be a very good situation. Or will you wait here? Yes, you'll wait here. You will be waiting here. We cannot send other trains into the depot right now, but really does that matter? Not a whole lot. That's the first one fueled up and ready to go. This is going to be a little bit interesting. This to see how. No, I don't want to close it. So I don't close these. To see what happens when we put vehicles on a ship. Might be a bit more satisfying to export vehicles on ship. I don't think vehicles lose value whilst you're selling them. So yes, you are rolling down there too. Yes, I could have double tracked this, but really that's an extra opportunity for something to go wrong that we don't need. Also, it is extremely difficult to build in this direction. We'd have to re-signal a whole lot of railroad to be able to drive a construction train in this direction here. Yes, I cannot be bothered to do that. And last one. Yes, we have plenty of fuel available for you as well. Now, will you all be taking the same route? That's something to ponder. You are here in the second one, or the whatever number you have. You have number 1, but you are number 2. Okay. Number 3 is the one that we sent out first. Okay, that makes a whole lot of sense. Where are you then? Yes, you're taking the same route so far. This turned out quite popular, apparently. Yes, but this is not, really regular traffic neither. This is quite extraordinary. We're taking trains out of storage, out of depot, and out into service. We're taking trains into service. Is what we're doing. So that might be why we're seeing so much traffic here for the moment. There's a semaphore there which should not be. Yes, we're going to lose that train, but we can catch the next one. I think it should be coming pretty soon. Regrettably, I closed the window down and we can't have that. And that was number 3, that is first for some reason. And here, would this then be number 1 or number 2? It's neither, because this is the bricks train that is coming through here. Also, you're being held up, are you? Or do you take a different route? What the hell? Where are you? They haven't made it very far. And okay, these windows are not behaving. Where the hell are you? You took the tunnel and oh, this is dangerous. One can get stuck in the mountain. We don't want to get stuck in the mountain. Yeah, you took a different route because it looked a bit congested, you figured, up ahead. With all of these. Yeah, we'll see who makes it there first. Now you're quite behind number 3 here, which has a clear lead in the race to the engineering industry area. And we'll see if the third, the odd train here, the one that took the odd route, is how it makes it to its destination in relation to the other one. Yes. Well, there are so many variables, it probably doesn't mean anything anyway. Oh, but it's something to do. So look at locomotive. Messy level crossings there. That's not. That's supposed to be replaced by a bridge, I think. Not now though. No. Now we're just riding a bit of rails. Nice race. This. Plenty of race. Oh, we're taking a right. Oh, yes, of course we are. So if we should try our hand at this deconstructing how the railroad works, then this is pretty straightforward. This is as straightforward as it gets. We have 2 tracks. One is going one way, the other one is going the other way. Yes, we have these one-way semaphores enforcing that rule. Here we're coming up on something. We almost have to brake to see what's going on. Now, this here. This here, yes, I'm practicing this now. We're giving it short. This here is a chain signal, as one can find in the menu. Yes, you know what the chain signal is. Or well, at least the symbol for it, yes. We go into there, and then we have a diamond here, which means that this track should probably be 2-way, is it not? We can see, if we look here, yes, we can see it is 2-way, and that it by that definition also is 1 block. Yes, 2-way track is always 1 block. Yes, we put no signals in here whatsoever. That's going to mess things up. So let's proceed. We're going to hold left here. We do have 1 odd wagon in tail here, in the consist. Yes. I played this tune before, but this, I like it this evening. Yes. How far have we gotten so far? 1 hour about. Okay. Well, we should follow these trains to the vehicle thing, I think. And we should also follow up on this and see that it's not continuing to do badly. No, it's settled down. Deaths have also settled down. Yeah, I didn't even think to look at this, how many fires there were, and if anything has burned down. It may well have. But I figure, the catastrophe we'll see when it hits the population at some point. If it doesn't hit the population, then it can't be that bad. Or it is something very, very bad which doesn't show itself in a very long time. So we're now within this crazy madness here of both rail and electrical wires. So we're going to try and explain how this works. As you see, all of this is just as the other thing up there. It's all 1 block of madness. As we can see from it having the same color here. There's the odd semaphore here and there, but basically it is all 1 block. That is of course very flexible, because when a train is in here, the track is laid out in such a way that it is possible for the train to go every which way it needs to. Certain routes may be a little bit of a detour to get to be able to do, but everything is possible. Yes, and since we did have a semaphore there, which we did not clear, we left that blocked, so to speak. I don't think we cleared it, because if we would have cleared it, I think another train would have made it in here by now, and then we wouldn't have been allowed out. Yes, that's the first thing we did apparently there. Yes, shall we confirm this, that that is working as intended? I think it is working as intended somewhat. Yes, and the reason, of course, for all this crazy rail in here is that, you know, it started with the rail factory and the two train depots that we can see on the left by the rail factory there, by the cooling tower. Then we added a space for vehicles, for finished trains. We had to hook that up, and we had to make it possible to drive between all these places, and drive a train between all these places, and trains don't do U-turns, you know. So that's what we ended up with, and we also had quite a bit of high voltage wiring. Here comes another one. The second, I don't know if it's the... Which one? You're already here. Okay. We should maybe go and have a look. Where is the one that took the tunnel? Are you... because you're going over here. You have not been, have you? Yes, you've already been. You're way ahead. $1.2 million. Yes, this is going to take a little while to get rid of all of these things. But we'll get there. Yeah, it won't take that long. Yes, still in the lead. Oh, right, and we told you to go and load at every which place before you went to unload. Yes, that may well cause interesting happenings here. I mean, what's the point of this? There really isn't any. We want to see things at the harbor after all, don't we? Yes, that may be very dangerous to do a thing like that. But I think that you're waiting at the signal, and then it ought to be pretty safe. Let's go there. You did something. Okay, you were there. What the hell? You weren't finished loading. More or less, I think. Harbor. And are you in a place where it is safe to ask you to do something different? Well, if no other train has been let in here, then yes, but I'm going to play it a bit safe. Wait, maybe even until you get to your place of destination. There's quite a bit of rail over here. There we go. Now you have cleared your signal. Now it's safe to turn you around. There we go. Since it had cleared here, it will now wait, since it is occupied in here by this one. Or, no, they're not, but they are waiting for the same block to be free, which is occupied by something else at the moment. And what would that be? It would be this one. That might allow them to go. We might also have trains waiting here. No, wait a minute, it's out No, we don't have any trains waiting there. Excellent. We can hear something accelerating away. There it is. And yeah, the other one too. It's now making its way out of here. Yes, I mean, this is certain not to cause any problems if left unattended. As we can see here, it is very safe. Yes, and you should definitely be taking this route and no other funny business. Oh. How much fuel have you burned so far? Nothing. Basically. Nothing we need to worry about in quite a while. You will be waiting down there still, but you do 150 kilometers an hour, so you will catch up. Or, well, you will always be behind here, but you will catch up eventually. Whoops. Pardon me. We change back into following along here. Thank you. Get rid of that. Go and some piece of soundtrack upon that. Cheers. And I said those 20 seconds there, if you wanted to summarize the current state of the Dr. Blurry YouTube channel, then that would be it. Not very correct, maybe, but something, yes. Right, we're going here on a piece of single track. Apparently, we still have those. Yeah, we do. But this is double track, and the one going the other way is a bit silly. For some reason. It might be fun to ride along, you know. Like that. Oh, and this is the first time that that we're going to put the railway infrastructure up by the harbor to the test. No train has gone there before. You the first. And it's it's actually a bit more interesting what happens with the second and the third, especially the third one. There should be enough space for it to wait and queue and everything. Here, we shall see. Oh yes, this could just as well have been a straight track, the one that you see on the right here. Yes, and I could also, yes, this was also something one could mention as a tidbit of information here. You can have your trains drive on any side of the rail as you want. I've seen maybe some indications sometimes that if you have a piece of double tracking and switching available and unsignaled, that the train may have a preference to right-hand drive. But I am not certain. It can be down to randomness as well. Although, one downside, I want the trains to drive on the left, because that's how we do it. So that's the way I like it. And that means, relatively, of course, the signals, the signal should be on the other side of the railroad, of course. It should be on the outside. Yes, it doesn't make sense to have it on the inside. That's the downside of having left-hand traffic. That it looks a bit odd with the semaphores. There are probably more downsides, but I don't know. And neither do I care particularly because I like it this way. And it's the way I'm used to doing it. This is the way to the harbor. Plenty of queuing space in here we have drawn out. This should be able to handle lots and lots of traffic. But we are not the first train to make it here. No. We are the second. We've been beaten. Yes, of course we've been. This is the one that you turned around. Yes, then we... Spoiler, yes, it's working. It works. How far has the Delta gotten? It has gotten pretty damn close. It has really caught up to us here. Very nice. And it's continuing to catch up. Depending on the unloading speed at the harbor, we'll see how long, if we can get 2 trains in the harbor at once, maybe. Yes, we'll see. So yes, from we have a chain signal here. Yes, there, it just went through it. And then on the other side of that chain signal, there are 4 tracks, 4 blocks that you can go to. And these are just regular 2-way semaphores, such as these. Yes. And now this semaphore is blue, since there are free tracks, but not all tracks are free. And apparently unloading goes rather quickly here. I wonder how many of these will be able to fit on the ship. Not that many, it would say. I don't know how they may be able to place them every... both here and there, I would hope. And I suppose these do a whole lot to the weight. No. This is a pretty inefficient way to be shipping vehicles, I think. Don't you put them in containers and pack them up pretty tightly and such. This seems to have been parked here more or less. Yes, I think it will do rather nicely for our little humble fleet of vehicles that we need to get rid of. So that's all them. Maybe we should keep them around. We could get back to... We should certainly check in on them every now and then to make sure that no catastrophes is going on. This we don't quite need. The hospital here, yes, it should lose its ambulance privileges. That's why we keep that around. Up here, how's it doing? You have a bit of fuel. What are you up to? You're unloading here. Very good. And I think that we're continuously pumping fuel around here in some fashion or other. Not exactly. Yes, we are. Somehow it's always continuously flowing around here. Oh, and that was enough to get Lisa on her way. Yes. Very good. How much bitumen did you... 490 tons to spare. Bye-bye, Lisa. $30 million. Yes. 22, maybe. We get... We can try and remember. 30 million. That may well be forgot about. We shall see. The problem, of course, with pumping the fuel around constantly is it makes it a little bit more difficult to get an overview of just how much you have. One way of doing it is, of course, this way. Close to the camera, please. Fuel, 3,500 tons. About 20,000 out of that is in a ship. Yes. Oh, but this is not bad. 12. Yes, there's plenty. But we could see the resource being pumped around. And now I think it happened when I hooked up power to this pump, which is supposed to, yes. We could turn this off. This is supposed to pump fuel from the harbor into this system if there's a tanker here unloading. It's not going it's not supposed to take the fuel out of the input here and just put it straight back out again, because then you get that situation. Right. And this I don't quite understand either. Why wouldn't you manage to fill up here, especially now that we have done this? Turn this thing off. Really don't understand. Really don't understand what the hell is going on with this. But this is the input for fuel, I believe. It is fuel that we keep here, yes. And that is an output. And there is no splitter here. No, and it goes into there, and for some reason, what the hell didn't I turn you off? What did I turn off then? Something completely different. This is what you wanted to turn off. Did that help? Not particularly. I mean, there's no boat in there doing things, and it's still pumping around here even though this is turned off. Maybe it's good to keep the fuel what should we call it, keep the cardio going for it, you know, keep it in good shape or something. It's good for the freshness, it won't go stale as quick, maybe. I think actually you don't want to be constantly pumping your diesel around, because I think it would introduce air into it, would it not? So I can't do anything about this. We're going to have get a bit of air into our diesel. I think that everyone will be fine with that, actually. Yep. So that was a bit of excitement. How's it doing here? Yes, it's still on the rebound, I would say. Well, we're sort of not losing people anymore. Let's put it that way. And satiation is going up very well, very good. Yes, and that can go to show you just how much a good television station can do. Even on hard citizen reaction, we did not lose citizens that were absolutely starving. 0% food, but still between 25 and 50% happiness due to excellent healthcare and excellent television, and also a gym, I believe they had. But then this place should be yes, this is more depopulated. They don't have sport. They have sports here too. Okay, never mind then. And down here, everything is very much all right. I'd say we're taking care of it as quick as we can pump it out of the ground. That is, if everything is still operational. You can have a look at the oil field out. There's an oil field out here somewhere. Yes, but it's all the way out here. If we take the furthest away pump, is it moving? Yes, it is. That ought to mean that most things here should be fine. In this oil field, that is, and then we have another one quite a ways away here. Yes, here are you pumping? Yes, you are. You're all pumping. And then the last oil field we'll have to use the map here to travel to, because it is a little bit of a ways away. It's right here somewhere. Disguised, well disguised, yes, here it is. How much? Oh, we're empty here too. Okay, that means the train has finally caught up with the production here. Yes, and should we want, I think that there's plenty more oil to exploit if we indeed should want, but is it here is something that is quite a little bit enticing, actually. Because it is not that far from current operations. No. And it would also bring us not that far from the road to the nuclear thing. Getting a road out there, you know, a proper road, that would be something. Well, someone has been quite serious here and done paved road. Wouldn't you know it? And we shall continue. Are you going to be doing this now? Apparently so. I think that we need more. As we see here, a problem is that plenty of the oil is on the water, regrettably. So we're going to have to fill in this lake a little bit. And I would not imagine that we have. No. They're too far away. But you know what, we should get ourselves a construction office down here then, since we're building out that way. Yes, we should. Construction office. Huge construction office. Do we need to have it that far from the road? No. One little problem here is the closest gas station is a little bit far away. Well, it is down there, but still, the bulldozer driving down there to refuel, not the best of things. That can happen. So, oil, bitumen and things, oil rig. We'll put in something at least to put, you know, like a flag in the ground here or something, just to mark this as a future. But okay, well, this is pretty good spot. Yes, there eventually. And here could be. We don't need a huge storage thing here. We just need one of these regular things. And in front of it, we should want one of these. So we're going to have quite a few of these oil derricks eventually, I would imagine. Which we want to be able to connect together here. Yes, we'll put this pretty close by here for now. Then one of these, then we will orientate you this way. That can actually be. We might as well make that as far away as possible, maybe. Maybe. If that is indeed the way that you're going, yeah, more or less, yes. We need to hook up eventually onto there. Yes. And that we could actually do quite a bit of work on. We could do like all of the work on that. See here, conveyor pipe engine. Yes, these things, very handy. Now here, would you like to put another one of those on one of those things, one of the adding pumping stations, just in case we want to bring in even more oil? No, we'll rebuild. If that's the case. Yes, and we draw them out here about as far as we can. Yes, about there. I should have held down the left control button to prevent it from auto connecting. But you're willing to do it there. That's excellent. No. This. Yes. This we're pretty sure that we're going to want. And so it goes for the next thing here. And I don't think the height has that much to do with the length that you can make these. Maybe it has something to do with it, but not to any great extent. As far as I've been able to ascertain, as usual, you know, it's not always clear the internals of this here Soviet simulator. And this we're simply doing to be able to get roads underneath here should we want it. Yes, and that it can be like that, yes. So that's 200 tons of steel in pipeworks. Thank you very much. We're going to need electricity too. And I think that there's a power transformer around here somewhere, isn't there? Yes, there is. Very good. That's not a power transformer, but this is. And we'll not continue this circuit that we got here. We'll take a new one off the transformer. Yes, 2.35 fresh megawatts. Here, where are you going? A little bit in the wrong way. We should not abuse this, the ability to go straight over the landscape too much, maybe. No, let's put it close to the other things here so that we can wonder what the hell is which and so on. And then obviously we want to switch over to this side. Because that's where we're going to want to put switches in for these. And I suppose the road then is going to be on that side. Yeah, it sort of has to be. Right, out here we'll need a whole lot of these. Now, we're not going to do more than this. Actually, because, well, we can do one more thing, and that's this, and I'm going to use cheap wire here just because it looks a bit overkill and ridiculous to have the big one. Because we're going to lay in the road first. That's... God damn it, that is going to cause me a lot of work, is what that's going to do, because I'm going to have to go around here and find everything. Everything, maybe it wasn't that much. All of this is, yes, it's one section. That's okay, it wasn't too bad. It's still the same section, is not. Yes. Excellent. And that's the transformer. Okay, you're fine. Because because the ruble account is not that, large, cannot really sustain such behavior. But anyway, we'll try and do a somewhat of a nice road here. There's no use in making it intentionally bad, But this is unnecessarily long compared to how it would have been if you just had done it a saner way. Yes, but it is also, you want the driving experience to be something too. And maybe we should be careful about. I want to get to the nuclear waste storage eventually. Too steep. Yes, we don't have any bulldozers around, so we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. We could zoom in. It will most likely help. As it may not be the greatest of experiences driving on this road. But then again, as of now, nothing that you really want to visit will lie at the other end of it neither. Right, now we're just going into this thing, so we can swing out here. And the cost of this very essential road, 1,300 tons of asphalt so far. PVC 16,000 work days, give or take 17,000 tons of gravel. Yep, and pretty. Let's get going. And I let them, get as far as they get here, and by the rate they make it out here, we'll hook things up. That's what we'll do. We can do some things now, such as this. Not that it will do anything other than prepare for what is to come. Or we could do the entire thing as an alternate back thing road. Some other infrastructure is in the way. Did you build this too low? No, did not. This is not going to be of any use unless you draw it all the way to overlaps. Right, and this may be a little bit. This may prove a little bit difficult. I suppose you need to do the power line, or rather the road before the power line here. Or yes, the road certainly goes in the other direction. But once you've hooked the power up, or even imagined it, it will not accept road, which means that we're going to have to do the same thing here, which is actually right, because those were I tried to pay for with rubles and had not remembered to no. I had not remembered to cancel the ruble contract and finish on my own. Right. Do we really need all of this back road here? Yes, it's always good to have to have a secondary option, you know. This dirt road. I don't even think you could call it a dirt road. Really, it's just driving on the ground. Really. Should we? Yeah, we can try. Maybe this will be done way before all that other stuff. And what we'll do out here? Wait a minute. Yes, you got to here. Very good. Out here, I want pretty soon, as soon as possible. Actually, then we should put them here. Road vehicle depots. Yes. Yes, that's the point. Are you close enough to get picked up by anything? Not automatically, no. So we'll have to ask you kindly to come and assist. You actually got picked up. Okay, so that's even more work done. Yes, we are going to build diggers. I don't think that we have any, and I'm not even sure that we have a contract to build diggers. It ought to get have gotten a bit lighter here now on the vehicles. Even more fire engines. Yes. How many of these do you need now? I think that we have enough pretty soon. And it's full over everywhere here. And all of these I don't really need, you know. No, but yes, diggers. Diggers, please, excavators instead of cars you're building. Okay. And of course, we need to get them out of there. Yes, we do have the excavator here. Very good. Now, how much is the contract for that enormous bulldozer that you can't even transport? 9 million? Sold. We'll have a few of those, please. Like 8? 10 is a good round number. And 12 of the excavators, please. And not to end up with excavators all over the place, we'll turn production into something a bit more handy and useful, such as these. Useful. Well, they're good to sell. They look great. What more do you want? And here the trains are in now, because this time I couldn't quite be bothered with the sending in them to the end thing at once, and so this will be really inefficient. This I should have done it in different orders and all sorts of business, but we'll get rid of vehicles. That's the main thing. I don't think we need to worry about that. Dum. 41,000 tons of crops. This rail intersection, knock on wood and so on, I think it is working. Somewhat. Yes, somewhat. At least. And this too is somewhat working, I think. Not that you have any meat in stock, of course, since they're all waiting here, but there are quite a few actually waiting here. Yes. It's because of the situation here. We don't have enough workers for the food industry, for the meat industry. Would this be a problem? No, it isn't. I've been over this before too. All of these do the same thing, which is unload crops into here should the railroad fail for some reason, to prevent a deadlock there. There's not a whole lot of food in here. Hopefully that means that... Okay. Now this is a problem. This is definitely a problem. We don't have enough food here. Not nearly enough workers at the food factory. How much clothing do we have? Not a whole lot neither. God damn it. Okay, I didn't want to do this, but it's going to have to be a relocation. Where do you come from, for example? Polochevo bus platform, exactly. I thought so. So, where do we have overpopulation currently? Culture capital, I don't think. Chota, Haiti, 750. And they should be extremely well educated and everything. And also we have these very large buildings, very handy to move people out of. So we'll take that one and this one. I wanted this place to regrow organically. Alvaret will get to regrow organically, but here we simply need more workers at or in the food industry. Otherwise we're going to starve, and we don't want that. And then we can let that recharge a bit from the adult children moving in. That it? I think you'll find that this will make quite the difference, actually. Yeah. This part of town as well. Yeah, I suppose so. Would you hurry up a little bit, please, and fill up? Yes, we're relocating people here. Is that about all that we're going to get out of Chota, Haiti, maybe? You can look in all other places. If we look at this first, we still have 2,000 adult children somewhere. It's just a matter of finding them. Population, what looks... this may be a candidate, for example. Yes, 563 people there. Very good. Sayov, don't tell me that you have adult children. I don't believe it. No. Pardon me, of course you don't. Hansasino. Oh, it's been a while since we had a good exodus out of Hansasino. So it's time. Yes, this house very handy. And jump over to this little town. You're living in life in luxury now, but you will get to move to Polochevo. Trust me, it is for the good of everyone. It is in fact extremely important. Should I assume it is very, very sluggish here? No, it's not so sluggish. Okay, is that all of it? No, we have. But at least I leave the villager's house. Yes, it can still be the villager's house in this, in a new generation here. And there are plenty more residential available out here. Although we are getting on the fringes. Yes, apparently we managed to keep this hospital very well staffed. Now, these ambulances that we got everywhere, did we get all the... No, there's one there. What are you doing there? Doesn't look like a proper parking spot. Okay then, that would be a crash. I don't know why that would be. We'll see what we got. I'll be back. And we resume. This is a very short version of what has progressed. This ambulance here, it is doomed. Now it is winter. Yes, welcome to winter. Population doing okay. But this, don't touch. It is now late, and pardon me, I have to adjust a little. There's something not right again here. It's not as bad as it was earlier here, but it's... Yes, it's very noisy and annoying, I know. I'm very sorry. Yes. There we go, and that also. To do the productions things. Right, so what's been happening lately? Well, prior to this crash, I don't know, I think it's safe to leave this ambulance here because it doesn't really do anything. We have seen now that it belongs to nothing, and I suppose we could probably do that, but why? We can have it sitting there. I can notice, one can notice here actually quite a significant problem. There would seem to be. Yes, what? Yes, you keep doing this, it would appear that my attempt at having this type of... No, now you're doing it completely the wrong way. See, this is what we want. We want that big on there, and then yes, you go back here. I wonder how long this has been going on. Go to Alvaret, please, which is right there. I'll go in there and get out on the other track if you wouldn't mind. Yeah, this is really stupid setup. This is what it is. But for the short train, it's fine. And this time, you will understand which way you should take. But here, No. No. Why would you do it that way? Go back again. God damn it. You're going to need to have a think about this, you know. What the hell are you up to? Come on then. Yes. Thank you. Could we make this better? Yes, maybe. We could make... the safest and best thing to do, I think, is to make this, you know, like so. So it's not possible to wait in there, really. You can just go in. And if we have something waiting, then we will have a little bit of... Oh, the coal train for heating the culture people is here. How much coal would you suppose they have in... on the heap? Oh, yeah, it's no you know, panic or anything, but there are bound to be more issues brewing, aren't there? You, for example, that's not critical, but you are on critical piece of railroad. Bricks, what are you doing down here? Oh, I was thinking I was in a different place. Yes, it makes perfect sense. Because this is where you get bricks. Here apparently you like to have a little bit of drink. Okay, how's it looking? This is the fuel distribution thing, one of them. It's looking completely decent. This has not been going on for very long. That particular thing shouldn't happen again, but one has to be really mindful about sending things here. Yes, very, very mindful indeed, and careful. Thing is though that we now have so many mechanical components there that we could send... I think that we can safely send the train and it will go in and load up instantly and then back. Although they have quite a bit of mechanical components. The train is empty though, and it's empty on plastics. So you'll do plastics and mechanical components run. Is what you'll do. They seem to have quite a bit of plastics. Very good. So we're building another one of these. Why not? What else are we... How are they doing here? Yes, this is a bit suspicious. This maybe. There are no more cars on there now than there were before. Really? And this has been going on for a while. So... are they sad and broken, or are they... Maybe you don't want to have these two wait until loaded. It doesn't seem to work. Really? Okay, so that's that for as far as the great, you know, movement of the vehicles goes. Then we haven't moved that many, it would seem. There's hello mouse cursor, there you are. You're standing still somewhere. Here. Same deal. Don't wait. Don't wait. No, and since we're here, go directly to the harbor. Yes. You don't wait, and you do not wait neither. Very good. Now we maybe could get this going a little bit. We can see how much money we made from the bitumen. It was close enough to $30 million, yes, this year. And by the time we got it sold, in the end we got paid 19, yes. 19, yeah, it's 10 million lost in value during the time it took to unload. Yeah, makes a whole lot of sense. Or not, maybe. Right, so you're heading back up there. This should have been quick, them doing this quick, but it shouldn't have taken ages here. Was not the point. And I was thinking that we should even have had a ship pretty filled with grey vehicles here, grey and white vehicles here, if nothing else. I don't need nor want the rubles really, but for the hell of it, we would like to sail down here someday. Yes. Indeed. Right, you know what we started. I know we started, but we sometime around here, there has been, with expanding of fuel production, oil. Yes, well, it is sort of the most basic as you get. Regards to look at this. Yes, and have they built bulldozers too? You think? And here we're going to need to bring so many vehicles here. Is what we're going to need to do. What do we got here? Not some Mercedes, but these will be great, for the construction office. I really should hit pause just in case a train will not come in here now for a while. They're on their way to the border. That many might be overdoing it slightly, but there we go. Yes. And where did you put the excavators and things and bulldozers? Don't tell me that you put them on the train. That would be very, very counterproductive. Yes, it would be very counterproductive indeed. What do we have around here? Bulldozer. No, we only have Stalinics. Okay, yes, we are apparently selling them then. That was not the point at all. Fine, I mean, there's nothing wrong with the Stalinics, it's just that the other one is a little bit more fancy, I have to say. So we are driving them, we're not transporting them because it's impossible to get them onto the flatbed. No, it is not completely impossible, but almost. Yes, I really wish we could, park up a flatbed here and select, as one can do in a road vehicle stepper. It just gets too fiddly to do with first bringing them out here and all that stuff. No. So, did we have any excavators, by the way? It doesn't really look like we do. Yes, we do have excavators. We have plenty. Perfect. That said, these. Yes, it is a little bit tempting to do it properly then. Yes, we take a brand new flatbed from the factory. We bring it to the road vehicle stepper where we keep a few diggers and a few bulldozers around, and then we see what we can do. Here, that should maybe not have been closed. Then you have way too many things here. Yes, but we need all these things. Actually, we do. And here's something. We need a crane. Great. Yes, and by the way the crash there, the autosave, there wasn't an autosave. The save was the manual save. So I had to move the people in again, around again. How many of these do you suppose you could get on here? Well, then you're bringing one of these, or not. If it's not possible, then okay, well, fine then. And why even bother with this? What can we do here? Nothing, because the thing decided that it needed to go and get fuel. Yes, that's what it did. Right, you. I don't know. I think that we'll head down here and send as many things as we can. Simply. If we can. I think we can. Yes, we can. Yes, especially the excavators we want. I see this. Okay, that one was loaded onto this truck, I think. No, change home to there. Harbor for containers and fine. That's other things. Excavator. Yes, drive at 20 kilometers per hour. So I think that is actually yes, hours. Yes, mind that. What I don't know where the brain was intending on ending up with that, but maybe we could try and get this, done. And it's going to take ages to get this down here. Yes, but at least we'll get one excavator relatively quickly. So now I sent all the bulldozers so I can put them on the remaining flatbeds here. Okay, never mind that then. This is also very useful. Yes. Oh, and what they're also going to need is No, bus. Okay, you were placed in the fine buses. Yes, buses. Have we built any? Yes, we have. 2? Yeah, two is plenty. And covered hull. Tractor? No, not a tractor. I think not. Oh, and here's a problem, isn't it? Oh, this is going to be dangerous as hell. I think I'm going to sell you. I'm not going to reset you. Nothing happened. This is my fault. And now you're selling tractors apparently here. You're not supposed to wait until loaded because you're not very good at Tetris, basically. And again, we still want to keep this around. Yes, sorry about the interruption here. It's my bad. Yes. Bus covered dumpers. Goddammit, dumpers. Yes. Dumpers. This is not a dumper, that's an open hub. Another crane. Sure, cement. Yes. These are dumpers. 1 cement truck and 2 dumpers. It's not much of a construction fleet. You know, it's more like a hobby thing. But apparently it will have to do until we get the... here's another cement truck. Very good. Yes, it's starting to get a little bit out of hand here, but I think we got it somewhat under control. Just a lot of window management going on, and I really should not even say this, but you know, this is the sort of time when you really would prefer if the game could refrain from crashing. This is a open hull. If we would happen to have any more dumpers, I would gladly take them, you know. Dumper. Yes, containers, space for containers. Plenty, it turns out. Very nice. That's about it. This is a bit painful, this, to try and keep all this. Now we're going to find the huge construction office, newly constructed huge construction office here. As expanding into new territory. Well, not new territory, it has always been part of our square little thing, but now it is, we're bringing more stuff. And we're here to exploit the oil. But we really need more oil. But we're here to do it anyway, yes. There is such a ridiculous amount of these. And here is a bulldozer that we should put at the road vehicle depot. Yes, we should. Do we have any more like diggers or bulldozers or things? No, but we seem to have plenty of these open holes. So what you're planning on building with all of these? We are going to be needing a bit of steel for the pipe work, yes. But this is not to this extent. No. So, continue here. We're about to get there. Buses are left. And then we'll buy, a paver and a thing. I think that we have the ability to build them, but as the situation is now with all the vehicles over there, I cannot make the heads or tails of it whatsoever. No. No. Do we have workers here? No, absolutely not. But we do have works at the fire station. That's good. So I think that you are going to be taking your stuff from pretty much the same place as this. You're here. That means people their gravel is going to be a little bit of a drive. But it is the way it's going to be. Yes, it's going to have to be, unfortunately, a drive all the way to here. What? No, here. And asphalt. Yes, that too. It's a long way to go for a bit of asphalt. Cement, yes, that will be a long way too. We're a little bit limited down here. Steel, yes, this will also be a little bit of a ways to go. I think we got all but perhaps electrical components in here. Yes, indeed. Electrical components we do not have, but we do have here, I think. Yes. Electrical components you get from here. Yes, that was a lot of administrative duties. We shall commit them. There we go. Apparently I have not activated the debugging functionalities here. Options. We get right on that, of course. Make speed up pollution experimental traffic pathfinding. Yes. Yes. Right, and we do not have any gravel storage down here, nor any, asphalt plant, and that's poor. If we're going to be building road out here, yes, we could maybe come in from. Don't know. One could. I think one could start, upgrading a gravel road such as this. At least I think it is a gravel road. Isn't it? Yes, it is. And if we were to do that, we need to make sure that we have. It looks like you have 2 construction offices right here. Yes, you do. And they have they have all sorts of things, all except mechanical and electrical components. This is what they have. And I suppose you could get that there. And you too. The sources without mechanical components. No, we had some in here. No, we did not. Ah, you're missing truck with cover hull. You probably want some mechanical components. Okay. Fine. I'll fix it for you. We can find... Yes, this is a little bit confusing. But here is the mechanical components factory. Here is the warehouse. Already complete. Yes, no. Source of thing. Yes, from there. Ah, you got your stuff from Molna. Is that a better option? Ah, maybe. Yes, we are down there somewhere. Here is our base of operations, yes. And we're building out that way. Now, Molna is up there. The roads does not seem that well kept here in winter. No. Not well at all, in fact. Could you maybe do a bit further, maybe? Dum da dum. Dun, 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 dun. It's building up the dollars. Well, the point would be to at some point when these have managed to do some proper work and maybe even fill up the ship eventually. How are you doing out here? You see, that's more like it. I don't know how much full you are, but this is a bit unfortunate that we're selling our fine tractors here. But we have so much grain now that we really don't need them. But we won't get a whole lot of money. No. Although this is pretty neat. We're taking the vehicles on train, onto boat, out to sea. And there is Lisa, she's coming back. 18 million out of 30, and I think I bet 22. What did you bet? I don't know what the price would be, but let me know. I think this idea of being able to make a perpetual Soviet simulator here that just runs and runs and runs, is a bit foolish. You know, it just has to be impossible. Building is on fire. I wonder if something has burnt down, but then again, I mean, look at this. There are so many of these that it's not even remotely funny. Yes, I would like to see the ones that burnt down. no fire has destroyed any building here. That is very good. Nope. Nothing. Fantastic. Lucky us, and knock on wood, and everything. We have here nothing of interest really. It's just culture capital. I noticed that the rating on the television station wasn't that great. 82%. That's not really up to our standards. And it's New Year's. You need to keep. It's the middle of it's the midwinter. It's the winter solstice, and everything is very dark and hopeless. So you need to keep this going as well we can. Really, yes. Da-dum, da-dum. I'm sorry, I lost train of thought and everything. It's a new year again. Yes, it's been a year already. Yes, this year, what did we do? 25 million we've sold in bitumen at 2 occasions. Then yes. Rubles, steel, electrical components and boards. Apparently, I have no idea how that happened. No, the import, yes, import of resources. Certainly, that was the misclick. It's what it was. Vehicles exported to Soviet bloc. Yes, I threw a snowplow away just recently. And now it's a Happy New Year's. Yes, last year we'll have to switch to this. So last year vehicles exported Western countries north. Yes, of course, we're just putting them on the ship so far. That's correct. We're not getting paid anything just yet. Right. What is going on? How is this stuff doing? Not this stuff at all. I was thinking about the new oil exploitation down here. Yes, it is in this direction. It's just a whole lot further than you were envisioning. And right about in here, I see a great need for technical services offices, which is road. We could we go. You haven't gotten going on this yet. It's because you haven't hooked up the road. Good point indeed. Right. You are not assigned to a construction office at all. Why not? Grigori.8 beredd av all of you here. Get to work. And here it's running automatically. 2 excavators are digging away on this road. Want to bring you a bus? Do you have any problems currently? No. Not any severe anyway. Not so severe that you'd be complaining about it. At least, but here we should, yes, electricity. It's time to make electricity. Cheapest imaginable. As and heavy duty. And I think that it went over here later on. Yes. Okay, would you... I think we'll actually do it to there. That's a good start. Have we gotten excavators here yet? Yes, we have. Maybe. No, the ones that we sent here. Yes, one has made it here. It took a ride on the Scania. You know, that's going to take a while longer. And I don't think that we're going to find them. Yes, this is going to be very slow here in winter. Here are the bulldozers, or a couple of bulldozers anyway. Yeah, you look at that. Slowing down traffic. Oh, nice overtake, and at an intersection at that. According to some, that should not happen. But yet, there it is. We can sit here all day, all night. Yes, 0031 is what the indicator is indicating. God damn it, I really should get to bed. Will you do another nice overtaking maneuver here? It's UF6 that is transporting the truck. I think it is. You can check, but we can say that it is UF6. Seems to be quite a bit of traffic here, and very poor. Couldn't you use your blade there whilst you're doing this anyway? Just put it down and do. I mean, it ought to do something. No. Well, overtake, man. God damn it. You can't be sitting around here all day and all week. And here, you know, okay, and ahead of you, the excavators and the things, they are coming now. Is what they're doing. You see, but that's actually a good thing. We select them here. It's a mighty 19 kilometers per hour they're doing. How about no, further out, even further out, even further out, yes, even further out. Right about here is where I was thinking that we'd have these. So that we can be allowed to do some groundworks on here for oil exploitation eventually. Yes. And you haven't gotten, very far on this. No, it is most likely because of winter and because of road conditions in winter out here, which are terrible, and it's really nothing we should be sticking around for down here, is it? This will be a terrible thing to behold until later. This, however, this is looking better. I wonder if it is the case that the ship will be loaded soon, and we join it just as it moves into the harbor. Will it do the Tetris thing? Or what? Yeah. There it goes. What did you end up being worth here? With quite plenty, 12 million. Dollars, or how many rubles? If we 21, okay. Right. And you're going over there. Now, should we go and sell this immediately, or what do we do with this? I don't even know. I suppose we should. After here, you go. You can. Apparently, you can't scroll here, but you could do that. We want to click that, and then we want to go down again and go there, and then ask the ship very nicely to move to that stop, and then see if it does its thing. It most certainly does. Yes, and this, I suppose we could do containers then, and have a ship full of containers instead. But now we have vehicles. Yes, a little hum and a bit of things would make these come alive a whole lot more. And there we reached the end of the map, and the camera actually did something rather nice. Don't you? There we go. We are going back here. There are even a few vehicles left here now. Yes. Oops. I wonder, can we drive you? I think that yes, we can probably drive you out of here if you wanted to. Yes. export number 3. This is a bit unfortunate that road gets blocked. But what are you going to do? I'm not made of solutions here. No, but what I think that we are made of now is about wrapping up. It's 2.5 hours. And yeah, it's a short one. This one, yes. I apologize for the short episode here, the short installment. Yes, I'm sure we'll get back to form momentarily. 30,000 tons of steel we have there. That's quite a bit. And the population is okay. We have lost, have we not, this year? As people are dying somewhere. Somewhere people are dying. Those only 700. That sounds terrible. But no, that's not what I'm trying to click, you know. I'm trying to click this. Yes. Why are you so sad? You should not be. You'll be happy now. You are very happy. There's just very few. Okay. It's not where the problem is, if there even is one. Swidava. What the hell is even Swidava? Oh, that's people. Though they get counted to. About some of these, I would think. Yes, where did it go? There it is. It shall be removed. Should I hit it? Should I hit it? Should I hit it? Very good. Yes, I think that there is another one of these available now too. The waterfront ones, that is the residential waterfront villas were beach villa. That sounds nice. The shop is all the way up there. You don't suppose that it's possible to do... no, it's too close to the other ones. Yeah, waterfront villas version 2 then. The other way. Can't build due to infrastructure. Okay. So problems in general there. But that's too far away from everything. As beach house, what am I calling? Peach villa. Was it peach or beach? I can't see. Peach. Okay, sure. We'll have a peach villa here. We'll have multiple peach villas here. If that is. we are allowed such things. It is not a certainty after all. There. No, and this is not one of those that you're going to do if I'm just persistent enough. No. Here, yes, definitely can work. Yeah, and with that beach villa, I think that we're going to have to say goodbye for this visit to the totally boring Dallas. That is TBD. Yes, it is very late indeed. Dear friends, thank you so very much for watching. Good.